Here's the disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Cryptocurrencies are risky. Do your due diligence and invest at your own risk. You can lose money.
What's up, everyone? My name is J Tragic Jeffrey. Welcome to Crypto Plunder, where there will be no champagne sipping, crypto pumping. I can only give you the real in the crypto world. Today is October 16th, 2017. And first, let me preface this by saying it is good to be back recording. I know I've made some promises. I have not kept up with them, and I apologize. I should be purged. But I had a lot of things going on, and you will soon see why. First, for those of you that don't know, I was working on the East Coast Crypto website. That had to get done because I needed that for my video. It's one of those quick pro quos. I had the video done. I was ready to launch it. And one of the things that kept annoying me was in my video, I have a setup and installation portion of the training of the purchase. Excuse me, not setup, but I have purchase and of course setup. How to get it set up and get everything prepared. The problem was that it was clunky how it was being done, and I wanted to be able to give you how to do the buying and purchasing process. For those of you that already have it, it's not really a big deal. You already did it. But underneath, you see the buy gun bot now. I wanted this screen. So I wanted to make sure I got the entire site done so I could have this screen to make it easier for you to buy and purchase the gun bot. That's what one of the holdups were, was getting this screen so that I can have it for my video. So I'm going to be reshooting today just this portion so that the purchasing part can be taken care of. Another thing was I needed the website because of the training area. Yes, the dojo lessons are now up on the website. So this was another area because I wanted my gunbot video to be someplace rather than just in the group and just circulating through the group. I wanted it to be on the site as well. So that had to happen. So if I wanted that, this page had to be created. So there was a lot of work going on behind the scenes, guys. I apologize. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, because for me to offer you value, I wanted to make sure that it was simple. I wanted it to be more simple. I wanted a easier user experience for you to be able to receive the information that I was going to be putting up. So all of this had to happen. Another thing that happened last week was, while I love crypto, as ECC and I have been talking about, like we talk about many times, I talk about the fact that I love crypto, but to be able to get into crypto as hard as I want, there has to be a way for me to, of course, earn more revenue. And while I love making money in crypto, as far as with the trading system and all that other stuff, there's things I like to buy and hold for a long period of time. But to do that, you have to tie up your money. I talk about that in the art of Warbotting, of reducing you tying up your assets. But at the same time, if you're going to buy and hold for a year, you're tying it up for a year, and there's no way around that. So there has to be a better way for you to be able to earn. So one of those things that I was doing is getting into, of course, as crypto pops for me in certain coins, I have capital that's going to be coming in. The lady and I were out working our ass off to learn about real estate from the ground floor, basically the ground floor. Cleaning up construction sites. And doing all that stuff. So by the time I got home, guys, I was dirty, hungry, and sometimes I wasn't even hungry. I was exhausted. So, sometimes when you're doing the things that you're doing or you want to do in life, You've got to make some sacrifices. You have to make sacrifices. And one of those sacrifices was time, to earn a little bit of money to be able to learn something, the lessons on how do we get once a flip has happened, how do you get it ready? We were we were that portion of their business model to getting a property, a construction site, from construction site where you still have stuff all over the place to it being ready to be staged, right? So that's what we were doing last week, and it was tiring. We got done, I think, Saturday afternoon, evening. Sunday, I just needed a freaking break. Like East Coast Crypto did. I just needed a break. I was tired. I'm still hurting now. So again, that's another reason why, guys, I'm sorry I didn't put the video out, but I wasn't putting out jack after I finished cleaning up these construction sites. All right, so that's what's going on. So what does that mean? I will be launching the video starting today. It'll be later this afternoon. It's like I said, everything's been shot. So it's not that I didn't shoot or the videos weren't done. The videos were ready for release. I just wanted to make sure that this screen was ready, so I had to build this onto the site. I wanted a place to be able to put my videos when they were done, so the training section here, and get ready to get things going. So that is what's been going on. Let's talk about the market. I told you so. For those of you who do not listen, I told you so. What did I say? Did I not say at the end of September, the beginning of October, we were going to have a run-up? It was before I left. Go look at the videos. I sat there and told you we were about to have a run-up. We have the run-up going on right now. Now, please understand that there is a drop getting ready to come as well. All right? I talk about that in the art of warbotting. I'll be talking about that in a little bit, about the seasons again, because I'm going to be part of, I want to keep this fresh in your mind. So we do have this season of run-up right now. We're on a nice run-up. We're getting ready to get into the biggest run-up, but we're about to have a drop again. So don't get too happy, because a drop potentially can happen again, and I'll speak on that in a minute. But look at the market. All right? Now you'll notice we've got some of our usuals are up here. Ripple's been doing a big tear. I'm holding bags in that from a while ago. Not sure about this. This jumped up on the scene since the last time I've been on here. Stellar Lumens. Look at this. Look at this. On news that IBM is choosing them to do their stuff. Now, y'all already know, if you look at my videos, XLM, if you look at my videos, I've been holding XLM for a long time. I wasn't expecting it to go too high, because it is, if you know what I tell you all the time, if you look at circulating supply, this is one of those that the circulating supply is crazy. That's a crazy circulating supply. So really, I don't expect this to hit too high. Like, I'm not expecting this to do large numbers. Really not. This is already at 3 cents. I'm not expecting this to go too high, because as we've talked about, like, look at NEM. It's 21 cents. Look at the circulating supply. So if we get to double digits on this one, I'm probably going to go ahead and move on out and leave. Go ahead and cash out. I will make right now, I'm actually waiting for it to potentially hit 5 cents to start doing some liquidation of position. I understand that IBM is in this, and that's great news. Yay, hurrah, hurrah. But with that amount of circulating supply, unless there's some news that they're going to be dropping their circulating supply, which I doubt, I really don't see this price point going too much higher. All right, let us take a look at the news. Julian Assange is thankful to the government because it forced him into Bitcoin early, because PayPal dropped WikiLeaks years ago. They dropped WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks could not get any more donations to keep themselves afloat, so they went over to Bitcoin, and he did pretty well with that. So you can see a lot of green news. Green. Money transfer will be free thanks to Bitcoin. CNBC, green. Why the IMF wants to, green. Crypto mining makes millions for gold mining maverick, green. IBM, we just talked about that, green. Heavily hard for benefits not visible. It doesn't matter from right now. Ethereum hard fork launches. So since they already launched a hard fork and Ethereum is up regardless, I guess the hard fork was pretty successful, so I'll take that as a green. Whatever, we don't care, China. You're no longer a factor for us. Self-replenishing, green. Bitcoin booms in green. Oh yeah, because the Bitcoin in other emerging markets, man, some places have Bitcoin at $7,000, $8,000 already, like right now. So if it's already $8,000 in some places, you can only imagine what it's going to be for us, right? Russia wants to issue the crypto ruble. Knew that was going to happen. All these people are going to be doing that, right? So like I said, guys, a lot of green news, green day. For you, those of you that thought I was BSing about XLM, holding that. So again, nothing serious for me. If we change this to US dollar, you can see it's about $38. Really not a big thing right now for me. I'm waiting for it to go at least double, and maybe I'll cash out. I mean, I've been holding these shares for quite some time. So having news in it is good, but it is what it is. I'm holding some serious baggage. Art of gun botting. That I'm gonna show you something, and this is because I had taken my eyes off of the art of doing my art of gun botting. As far as doing what I do in the art of gun botting, I'm going to show you the difference from this week, from a couple weeks ago, to the last week and change when I was working on all the stuff that I was working on with ECC and my external stuff. If you look at the art, look at this. My stuff has not changed. Why? Because if you look at my roster as of yesterday and today has not changed. Nothing. Everything is holding bags because I've not shuffled anything. I did not do any of the art of gun botting tactics that I talk about. None of them have I done because you can see from here, I have done nothing. I was serious when I said by the time I came home, I was dead ass tired. So I wasn't doing anything. And if you do not manage, if you not from here it is, I was doing work, and I was doing my watches, doing everything I was supposed to be doing, and boom, I stopped doing it starting on the 5th because I was working on the website, working on projects, working on all this stuff. Come now to the 12th, I still haven't done anything. Up until this morning, I still haven't done anything. I'm going to show you the difference starting, give me 2 days. As far as I know, I'll still be doing some videos, but just give me 2 days and this number will start changing. You'll start seeing, I'll probably be going down because I'm going to be holding new bags, but this is going to start changing because I'm going to be resetting all my alerts again, following all the things that I do in the art of warbotting. This is a great scenario. I did not do this on purpose, but now you can see I was doing the art of warbotting, was doing well, not doing the art of warbotting, not doing anything. I'm going to go back to doing the art of warbotting again, and we should start seeing changes and variances and all that other stuff. So this is going to be a perfect test. Again, these are all tests. to see whether or not the art of warbotting can be lucrative, right? Because I've tried to set it and forget it, and it's done nothing. Even with the market making a tear the way it has, my bots have done jack. So I'm going to go in and see what's going on, and I'll be working on that today. Sensei Kevlar! The new classes have been on the way, so if you can check out some of the stuff here that he has going on. I have not been in the classes. I haven't been in doing anything. As you can see by my own portfolio, I have not been doing anything. You can check out his playlist to be able to get the dojo lessons now that they've moved off the homepage of his site, of his YouTube channel, so you can go there. You can also get it from the East Coast Crypto Training for the dojo lessons, right? Another thing that is going on is, East Coast Crypto Discord room growing. He's got some crazy stuff that's happening. Giveaways. I want to give away ECC. I want to give away. I want to be able to get some cash. And that's what he's doing, man. They're giving away Bitcoin, Bitconnect, what's the other one? Bit Petite. Like there's giveaways going on. They have giveaway bots now. So get into the East Coast Crypto Room, even if it's to get some free stuff. Get some free Bitcoin, get some free Bitconnect. Make him your sponsor. There's some big things that's getting ready to go down. So get in there, get in the group, just start talking in the general population. Like I said, there's some giveaways happening. There's plenty of stuff going on. Toxic Hustle. I am getting ready to do some stuff. I want to offer some more value. As you can see, the Toxic Hustle website, what the entire premise of Toxic Hustle as a whole is to help you I think of everybody. And what we're heading to in the future is a future where there's a freelance economy happening, right? And this freelance economy that's happening makes you a business owner. It makes you have to become your own business. If you don't believe me, look at Fiverr.com. If you don't believe me, look at Elance, look at Upwork, look at all these other websites that are now that you have to basically offer your services. Right? We're going into a service world. We're going into a freelance economy. So one of the things that I realized is there is a need for somebody to help do the marketing, promotion, and design and graphic design. And you may not need a designer on hand or a promoter on hand, on staff, because you don't really have currency like that. You don't have cash flow like that. So one of the things we did was, of course, there's marketing packages. We have our design packages. We have a portfolio. The East Coast Crypto stuff's going to actually go up there today, so that's part of the portfolio. One of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be offering I'm looking into getting a storefront set up, all right? Because while I like to sell shirts and it's all good doing that, I'm jumping into so many business. I cannot be everywhere at once, and I can't do every business with the same amount of passion that I do, say, this, like being able to talk to you and promote and all this other stuff. So while I can design, I would love to get the designs to get out there so people can, not just wear the crypto shirts or whatever. I actually am thinking about selling the t-shirts, the actual the masters, to other individuals. So I'm thinking about taking all my shirts and creating a huge package and maybe even a subscription service where I'll be designing shirts and putting those up for sale so that you can pay me in Bitcoin, because I actually just want Bitcoin. You can pay me in Bitcoin and you'll be able to make some cash flow. Going to Teespring and selling the shirts yourself. So that's an idea that I'm thinking about doing. Let me know in the description if you're interested, or just hit me up on the Toxic Hustle website. Let's talk about why I'm doing this, of course. And that is because, and let me go to the markets on Coinigy. and let us pull up. Actually, let me download my main. There it is. I wanted to show you this, and this is part of the video. It's in my video, but I actually cleaned it up yesterday. I wanted to show you this because this is really important. The seasons of Bitcoin, right? I talk about it in my video. I said that we were about to have a dip, and here's the dip for September. We have a dip in January, February timeframe, January, February timeframe, January, February timeframe. Well, January really just did a solid dip, so February wasn't as bad. You can see I'm on the weekly, right? So then we have September. I now have added the fact that there's March. I've added these March numbers because there's a March dip. I've also added the November dips. So the reason why I said that potentially we'll have a dip in November is because I've been saying for over a month now that there's a season in Bitcoin. I've been noticing a pattern, noticing a trend, and those trends are getting bigger because the amount of people that are now in Bitcoin. I mean, look at this. This is just 2017. We went from, if you look at 2016, we go by the reds, right? Look at the jump, right? Then look at the red, then look at the jump to the next red. Wasn't really a serious jump, but now look at this to this. So whatever was going on here is a lot more defined here. You can see them more because there's more people inside the coin itself. So I'm looking at right now with the purple. I'm looking at November. There's a dip. November, it's spread across November all the way to, November 7th to November 28th because the dip wasn't substantial enough. The dip here was substantial enough that the dip here was substantial enough that it just bypassed it for the rest of the month, right? So it was a substantial dip here and it just went ahead and ran without another substantial dip, okay? So we're looking at another dip getting ready to happen. I believe this tear up has been going on. The news surrounding what's going on in November for Bitcoin as far as the potential fork might be the catalyst for that to happen. All right, that might be our catalyst for the dip, but we are in the trending pattern is we are due. I've been doing this for a while, and these last two came just the way I said they were. You know? Well, actually, this last one came due in part to me seeing this one. So I said that we're going to have a dip in September. We did. I believe we're going to have another one in November because for the last 2 years we've had it. And then that is the November to end of November run to December run before this January dip is substantial. It's the largest significant run period for the entire year. So if you think all of this has been crazy, if it follows this consistent pattern every November to December run, it's been at the highest point. So if we look at this November and then when it finally ran, it was higher than the rest of the year. If you look at this November to this December before that January dip, it's higher than it has been the entire year. So if this pattern holds up, if it holds, we're looking at a November dip, which because of the FUD that might happen with the fork, we might have that dip. But if the pattern then holds, we're looking at higher highs than where we are right now, larger than the entire year. All right. So I am trying to accumulate as much. I accumulated as much Bitcoin during this dipping point as I could. I don't have it in my trading accounts currently, but I accumulated as much as I could so that I could sell a little bit here, get some profit off of that, hold the profits, because when I'm gonna start my sell-offs probably in the next few weeks. I would probably say if we look at the September, October 30th, so around Halloween. I'm around Halloween. Let's see what happens here. This one stopped November. Let me get that out of my way. Here we go. So November 9th. So around the 2nd, it started coming down. So a little after Halloween. So right around the Halloween time frame, I'm looking for a dip to happen. Right around Halloween, I'm looking for a dip. So I'm going to ride this up until, let's see, when is Halloween this time? Monday, Tuesday? All right, so I'm going to ride this up. Probably I'm going to get out on the 31st. I might get out on the 31st. I'll see how it goes, but I might get out on the 31st or so and just push my stuff to US dollar, hold it and wait for that November dip, and then buy back on the dip to ride out for the December rally. Okay? So that's currently what the game plan is. So again, Toxic Hustle, make sure you check it out. I've got some stuff going on there. In the next couple coming weeks. It's not going to affect recording time, but I'm thinking about selling the shirts. Let me know in the description whether or not you're interested in that happening. If you want to get access to start selling your own t-shirts, I will be selling the masters, and that you can upload and start earning your own money in t-shirts to buy up your crypto. You know, if you have extra time to be able to sell shirts, but you don't have the time to design it, and you would like to be able to purchase crypto shirts to be able to get them out in the market so you can make some money, and you want us to do designing for you, let us know. Also, we did design this the homepage for East Coast Crypto. Does not mean we can't design it for you, and we do take Bitcoin. All right, just hit me up in the contact. Just contact us, let me know, and we can do that for you. We work on multiple platforms, including WordPress. We do Wix and all the other. We'll do whatever content management system is necessary. We just don't like a few of them, but I mean, if we have to, we will. And the prices our prices are reasonable. We're very competitive. Also, subscribe to the channel. There's some great things that I'm getting ready to do with cryptocurrencies as they come in, to be able to start monitoring a couple projects. We're trying to work on more residual cash flow or reoccurring cash flow. While I love the bot, working with the bot, as you can see, the bot you have to babysit the bot, you know, and that is annoying for a lot of people, and I get it, but this is brand new, guys. This is a brand new thing. So if you're not the type of person that's willing to put in the time, you're not treating this like a scientist, and you're not testing your strategies and all this stuff, then this is not for you. Buy Bitcoin, hold it, and that's it. Buy on dips and hold it. All right? We're trying to be mad scientists with this. All right, I believe that that's what the East Coast crypto community should be. It is really, right? It's a bunch of mad scientists trying to figure out how they can maximize their profits. And if you don't have that type of mind state, then this ain't for you. Go buy Bitcoin and on the dips and hold it, and stop acting like a punk. All right, I ain't got time for that. Next, Bitcoin is accepted here. All right, all the projects we're going to be working on, we accept Bitcoin. I told y'all before, my job is to accumulate as much as possible. I want to then be able to do things like what ECC is doing and do giveaways in the future, but I've got to get the residual currency up. So if you find the information is helping you, if you find this information is helpful to you, in my description, there are addresses to donate to. I've got my Bitcoin address and I've got my Ethereum address. Please feel free to donate some Bitcoin. What I'm going to do with that is to begin testing other things that are kind of shaky. But I don't want to use, capital that I'm bringing in. For that, I want to be able to test that with funds that are not necessary for like bills and maintaining the home, right? So please feel free to donate if you would like to donate and help out. Any of the links that you see below, if you subscribe underneath me, definitely I'm very thankful. So thank you for any support that you can do. Thank you for subscribing. Please make sure you tell a friend if the information that we give you is helpful as well. That also helps us do things with the channel. It helps us grow. It helps me become better at what I do. Like I said, in the next few days, I'm going to be getting things situated back with my trading, get back into my trading mode and getting the art of gum. I'm going to get back into the art of warbotting as far as for myself, utilizing my tactics. So this is be a good way to show that the art of warbotting works, because when you don't do the art of warbotting, you see my account. Now I'm going to start using it again, and we'll see where it goes and see how I do. All right. So subscribe to the channel. Please feel free to donate if you would like to see us grow as a channel. Any and every donation helps us to be able to do things, and as we grow larger, that doesn't mean I'm going to fill my pockets and go champagne sipping. I refuse to do that. What I'll be able to do is then give it back to the community. All right. But first thing I need to do is build the asset class. So all donations help me build that asset class. All right. So thank you for watching. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for sharing me with a friend. And I will talk to you later. Peace.